Hello everyone, we're back again for our evening 5:30 live. On Tuesdays we do trivia and push-ups for the family. Last week was fun. We had about 25 people playing on a consistent basis. The trivia will start at 5:35. Like always, I need to share it around to all of our pages. So tonight's categories for the adults is films, and for children it is films and TV, but they are animated. So everyone can play at home. Let me just open up, I'm opening up Facebook on my iPad so I can share this stream into all of our pages. So last week I thought this might have been an absolute disaster and I'd be on here for 45 minutes just talking like an idiot. However, it went quite well, so I was pleasantly surprised. So hopefully, same as last week, this one doesn't bomb. But if it does, I don't really care because I'm bored. And I said I'd be here at 5:30, and that's what I'm going to do. So trivia starts at 5:30. Brody, Steve, how you going? How are we feeling today? Don't be shy. Communicate. Write a comment or two. Give me someone to talk to. Diana, how are you? Just sharing it into all of our groups now. Then I'm going to go to the pages. At this point here, when I start talking and I'm trying to share, I get distracted in regards to what page I've already shared it on, and then it's just an absolute disaster from there. So I need to focus for about 5 minutes, and then we kick off. Trivia, 5:30, 8 people on, 10 people on. Say hello. So the category is film. Yippee-ki-yay. That is a wonderful movie, Steve. Thanks for bringing it up. And Yippee-ki-yay is from Die Hard. It is a fantastic movie, one of my favorites. If I was to have a man crush, John McClane, the New York detective, is well and truly up there. What do you think, Steve? Simone's on. Hey, Simone, how are you? Okay, now, I might have shared it on the same page twice. Who knows? Alrighty. So, I've got the questions in front of me. Trivia will start at 5:30. I've got Facebook up on my iPad and my Mac so I can reply to your comments as we go. There's 11 people on. Oh, yep, close that chat window. Okay, so guys, 5:35. 4 minutes and we'll get started. How are you, Aileen? How's your day? How's today's home workout? By the way, I am filming these home workouts and they are incredibly difficult. And if you do them with the right intensity, you are going to be well and truly tired and you will get really good results. All right. Okay. So, sharing around everywhere. So trivia starts in 4 minutes. Brody, how's your day? Steve, how was your day? I'm pretty excited about the UFC starting. So guys, we're going to start at 5:35. At 5:35, I'll explain what's going on and how this works. Once again, the categories is, hang on, I'm going to actually comment on the categories on this feed. It will save me repeating myself. Give me a second. Adults is films. That sounds a bit scandalous. Films and TV. And, shit. Oh, sorry, swore again. In trouble from Mitch. And kids are going to be film and TV, but animated. So it's fair for everyone. Ready for some push-ups? Oh, Simone, don't say that. Whoop, almost fell on my chair. You're going to be fine. I actually wrote these questions myself, and I wrote these questions about 20 minutes ago. And I didn't Google anyone. I didn't Google any of them. I just wrote them off the top of my head. So if you are friends with me, i.e. Steve, you might have a huge advantage because you know what are some of the things that I like. Okay, Alex Lambert is watching. It was great seeing you today, Alex. Play along trivia. Adults, films, and kids are animated. We're going to start in 2 minutes, guys. So Alex Lambert is back to work tonight for her first time in a month. Not going to be very pleasant, Alex, is it? Okay, who else is on? 29 people. I wish there was a way I could tell who's on. By the way, for those that don't know, Mark Zuckerberg is a little bit selfish sometimes in the fact that he doesn't like our Facebook posts to be seen by many people. Now, the way we can override Mr. Zuckerberg is if you give this post the love heart, if you share this video, Facebook will view it as quality content, and then it will spread far and wide out into the galaxy. Andrew Jackson, how are you, mate? I'll play trivia, no burpees. Jacko, trivia tonight is based around movies and TV, right up your alley. So it'll be good. All right, 5:34. We're going to get started in 1 minute. Jacko, get Jody, get the kids, and let's play. You've come to 2 trivia nights previously, and this time you don't need to work the barbecue. So sit back, relax, and play. So 5:34, guys. We're going to start in 1 minute. There's 21 people on, which means there should be 21 people playing and commenting along. That's the other way you can help too. If you comment along, once again, Facebook thinks this is great and it goes far and wide. And what our goal is over the next month, 2 months, 3 months, is to provide you guys as much interesting content as possible to keep you guys engaged so we can have a chat with each other and have some fun. Ellen, how are you? I got you a present. It's in the garage. She's going to like the present. Okay. All right, guys, it's 5:34. The countdown's beginning. Yes, Steve worked out in the backyard today. Steve actually took a battle rope home, and we know how much Steve loves the battle rope. Sometimes too much, I think. Okay, that'll do. 5:35. Okay, so how trivia works. We have 10 questions for adults. We have 10 questions for children. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. If you get the question right, you do nothing. If you get it wrong, you do 10 push-ups. So for example, like last week, if you're unintelligent like Brody and you get 17 questions wrong, you could potentially be doing 170 push-ups. So I'm going to ask a question. You've got 10 seconds to answer. Comment your answer. Don't copy each other. Comment what you think it is. Don't Google. It's the honor system. This goes well. We're thinking in a couple of weeks' time that we might do it on a Saturday night, side by side with Mitch and I, and we'll get absolutely blind and run one of these things, just like we do usually. Okay, question number 1. This is the adult question number 1. Let's bring it up. Adult question number 1. Who plays Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption? Who plays Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption? My opinion, the best movie of all time. 10, 9, 8. Comment, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Brendan, how are you, mate? So, guys, who plays Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption? Which actor plays Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption? Comment below. Okay, I think there's a bit of a lag in this feed. Hey, Justin, how are you, mate? Play along. Who plays Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption 1? The answer is, guys, Tim Robbins. So the answer is Tim Robbins. Tom Hanks, Diana, get out of here. Tom Hanks. So if you got that question right, do nothing. If you got it wrong, start doing push-ups. You've got 20 seconds for 10 push-ups. Do your push-ups and then we'll start question number 2. Diana, I know it's early in this live feed, but that is the worst answer I've ever heard for a question. Tom Hanks. All right, guys, we've done our push-ups. Question number 2. Hey, Kelsey, how are you? Play along. Good, yeah. That's a bit of an inside joke between me and Steve. Believe it or not, I'll tell the story. It used to be one. I'm not going to tell the story. Okay. Question number 2. This is a children's question. Who is Mr. Burns' assistant? Who is Mr. Burns' assistant? So in The Simpsons, who is Mr. Burns' assistant? Diana, blame the husband. It's always blame the husband. It's never your fault. So in The Simpsons, who is Mr. Burns' assistant? We have some answers coming in. The honor system, guys. If someone writes an answer above you, don't look at it. Just go with your gut feeling and see what happens. 5. Hey, Beck, play along. Trivia. You're at the last trivia night. It was fun. Brody got an answer right. Brody got the first answer right of her young trivia career. The answer is Smithers. Extra credit for Waylon Smithers. If you got it wrong, do push-ups. If you got it right, do nothing. You've got 20 seconds to do your push-ups. So it's 10 push-ups if you get it wrong, nothing if you get it right, just a big round of applause. However, if you are feeling ambitious, if you would like to be a personal trainer one day and join the Break-Thru family as a trainer, feel free to do the push-ups anyway. Okay. So make sure, tally your score too, by the way, tally your score. Question number 3. This is the second question for the children, sorry. Question number 4. Who is the forgetful fish in Finding... Hey, Carly. Who is the forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Who is the forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Just play along. There's nothing else to do. We're in isolation. Who is the forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Answer below. I don't know who Doris is, Beck Keating. Who's Doris? I've seen Finding Nemo several times, and I don't remember the name Doris coming up. The answer is, of course, Dory. So the answer is, of course, Dory. Beck Keating, what's your spell check? What's your spell check? Okay, push-ups in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start your push-ups, guys. Beck Keating, Dory's fat thumb. What happened to your thumb? I'd love to know what happened to your thumb. Justin Coulton, I didn't know you were a big Disney fan. Justin Coulton, Finding Nemo. All right, question number 3. Hey, Paige, how are you? Play along. Question number 3 for the adults. There are 2 singers that have won an Oscar and a Grammy. Name either one. There are 2 singers that have won an Oscar and a Grammy. Name one. If you can name 2, you're incredibly intelligent, and that makes me really happy. There are 2 singers that have won Grammys and an Oscar. They've won Grammys and an Oscar. Who are those 2 people? If you can name one, that's great. Carly Forbes. Who the hell's Lizzo? Lady Gaga. There's some answers coming in, guys. Lady Gaga. Steve Cooley, Elton John. So almost like this quiz was written for Steve. Lady Gaga. I'm going to check that actually. Oscar. Elton John. Lady Gaga. Jennifer Hudson. When did Jennifer Hudson win a Grammy for singing? Lady Gaga and Brad Cooper. Okay, I was actually incorrect. There's actually 3 people. Now, first answer, J-Lo? No. First answer, so Lady Gaga is correct. I was wrong, there's 3. Elton John is correct. Elton John won it for The Lion King, and of course all of his music. And the third person, my childhood hero, is Eminem. He won it for Best Original Song, Lose Yourself. So Elton John, Eminem, Lady Gaga. Karen, play along. We're up to question number 3. Plenty to go. Diana is currently 3-0. Not doing too well. So guys, do your push-ups. And we're going to move on to our next question. Where is our next question? Okay. Question number 3 for the children. Hey, Gemma, play along. You're a child. You're one of our younger members anyway. Question number 3. Who is the evil child in Toy Story 1? Evil's probably not the right word. Who is the bad, naughty, evil child in Toy Story 1? Who is the bad, evil, naughty child in Toy Story 1? I hated this guy. He was mean. He was nasty. He was horrible to Woody and Buzz. He had those scary toys. As you can tell, my children's questions are usually from old Disney because I don't know what new Disney is. Beck Keating, is that your sore thumb again? Who the hell is Billy? There is no character in the history of Toy Story called Billy. Comment your answer. We got Billy, Sid, Billy, Nelly. You see, I think Nelly didn't know the answer to this question, and Nelly copied Beck. But you shouldn't copy Beck because she's got 2 answers wrong now. Who is Max? Simone, who's Max? Nelly, oops. Okay, the answer is Sid. The answer is Sid. Remember that mean, nasty kid living next to him all? Horrible. He wanted to like blow Buzz and Woody up. Do your push-ups if you got it wrong. Do your push-ups if you got it wrong. I thought that was the bad kid from next door. That is the bad kid from next door, Sid. Okay, question number 4 for the adults. Question number 4 for the adults. Breaking Bad, the TV show Breaking Bad, is in which US state? Breaking Bad is in which US state? Breaking Bad is in which US state? The TV show with Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. They team up to cook crystal meth to provide money for his family because he has cancer. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, you should watch it at least 3 or 4 times through because it is the greatest TV show of all time. Hey, Peter, answer this question. Breaking Bad is in which US state? If you get it right, keep playing. If you get it wrong, get off the feed. You shouldn't be here. Brody Griggs, Utah. Steve Cooley, Albuquerque. Seriously, Chelsea, you should watch it. So we've got Albuquerque, we've got New Mexico. I'd like to make out something that just happened here. Steve Cooley thinks he is a movie and TV wizard. Steve Cooley, one of my dear friends, is constantly talking about how he's the movie and TV guy, and Steve Cooley wrote Albuquerque. Unfortunately, Steve Cooley, Albuquerque is a city. It is not a state. The answer is, of course, New Mexico, Albuquerque. The answer is New Mexico, Albuquerque. You got it wrong, do your push-ups. You got it right, do nothing. Brody, Utah, is Utah even a state? I'm not sure, actually. Utah Jazz. Oh, yeah, Utah is a state, but it's much, much north up in the States than it is New Mexico. Unlucky, Steve. I finally tricked you. Okay, question number 4. Now, I'm not sure if this is a children's question or an adult question. You can both play along. Who are the 4 main characters in South Park? Now, my parents were irresponsible. They weren't the best. Mum, Dad, if you're watching, don't worry about it. I watched South Park growing up as a child, which might be responsible for my potty mouth today. But who are the 4 main characters in South Park? Who are the 4 main characters? I'll make it easier for you. Who are the 4 main children in South Park? Answer. Let's go. I want to see it. Whew. Okay. Steve Cooley's answered. It's almost as though Steve Cooley's done nothing all week and he stayed home getting ready for this quiz. Simone, I said 4, not 1. Beck Keating, Kenny, Stan, Kyle Cartman. Brody Griggs, I only know Kenny. Kenny, Stan, Eric, Kyle, Kenny. Cartman, Kyle, Stan, Kenny. I really hope Nelly knows the answer to this question. That would make me really happy. Georgia knows it. Good on you, Aileen. Letting your kids watch South Park, that MA 15 plus show. How old are your children? Kenny, Cartman, Stan. You're missing one. Of course, the answer is Kenny, which is the poor child. Cartman, which is the overweight child. Stan, which is the sensible one. And Kyle is the... I don't know how to use this word. He's the main kid that Cartman makes fun of. Okay, question number 5 in movies. Steve Rogers is which Avenger? Question number 5. Steve Rogers is which Avenger? Question number 5. Steve Rogers is which Avenger? If you're just jumping on, you can still play along. These questions are pretty simple to get, and it'll be a clear picture of who are our smart members and who are our members that need to work on their intellectual side as much as their physical side. Nelly has answered. Carly, don't call him Cap America. You're implying that you're mates with him. Respect him as he saved the planet from Thanos. Where is the chick flick questions? Brody Griggs. Avengers Endgame is the highest grossing movie of our lifetimes. I don't know anyone that hasn't seen it. Steve Rogers is, of course, Captain America. Kenny, how are you? You said you'd be here. Better late than never. Kenny, which Avenger is Steve Rogers? Okay. Next, push-ups. Do your push-ups. So where are the chick flick questions? I like a few romantic comedies. My favourite romantic comedy is probably Crazy Stupid Love. I'll have some questions for that next time. What else is there? What are some other chick flicks that I've watched? Oh, I like Crazy Rich Asians. That's a good movie. We are mates, mate. That's what everyone says. All right, question number 5. This is a kid's question. It could be an adult's question too. Who voiced the genie in Aladdin, the first movie? Who voiced the genie in Aladdin, the first movie? Pretty Woman is a fantastic rom-com, and I'm a massive, massive Jason Alexander fan from Seinfeld. White Chicks, is that a chick flick? Answer the question. Who voiced the genie in the original Aladdin? Who voiced the genie in the original Aladdin? Brendan has answered. Hey Casey, how are you? Georgia's smart, Aileen. I'm surprised you knew that one, being a child. Everyone's chiming in. Of course, the answer is Robin Williams. Extra credit, who played the recent genie in last year's live-action movie, which was not the best. Extra credits. Okay. Question number 6. Brody, you're going to love this question, actually. What is the boxing movie that stars Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale? Name the boxing movie that stars Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. Kenny Hunter, Will Smith. Yes, you guys are on the ball. I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't as good as the first one, of course. However, on Steve's advice, I went back and watched the first one as an adult, and it just doesn't hold up like The Lion King, unfortunately. You guys are all over the new Aladdin. Far out. Question number 6. What is the boxing movie starring Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale? It's a fantastic movie. I recommend you all watch it. Okay, we've got answers flying through now. Okay, questions flying through. Sorry, answers flying through. Brendan Goff, Aladdin is by far the best. Brendan, we're going to have to agree to disagree there, but you're definitely wrong. It is not the best. Okay. The boxing movie with the fighter. The name of the movie is called The Fighter. So Mark Wahlberg plays... What's his name, Steve? Mark Wahlberg, what's the guy's name? What's his actual name? Oh, I forgot. I forgot his name. Steve, remind me. Who does Mark Wahlberg actually play? Is it Dickie Roberts? No, not Dickie Roberts. It's a David Spade movie. What's it called? Who's he play? Anyway, watch The Fighter. It's phenomenal. Glenn, how are you? Okay, next question. Who is Ash's female friend in Pokemon? Who is Ash's... Mickey Ward is the answer. Who is Ash's female friend in Pokemon? Who is Ash's... So Ash Ketchum, the main character. Who is his female friend in Pokemon? I used to love Pokemon. I'd get up every morning and I'd watch Cheese TV. I would watch Pokemon and then I would watch Dragon Ball Z. And I was absolutely obsessed with that show. Cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger. And I watched a new movie, Detective Pikachu. Not bad. Who is Ash Ketchum's female friend from Pokemon? Remember, you guys better be doing your push-ups. If you are getting these answers wrong. I obviously can't see you, you can see me. So do me the respect and do what you're told. And do your push-ups. No one's answered this question. Did no one ever watch Pokemon? Simone, you didn't watch Pokemon. We're not that too far apart in age difference. It would have been on TV when you were in school. No, I haven't had one answer for this question. The answer is Misty. Misty, the redhead chick. Charizard was not Ash's female friend. Charizard was, I think it was a dinosaur. I'll have to ask Ryan Johnson that question because he is an anime maniac. He'd know. Carly, Misty, of course. Carly, I'd love to know your thoughts I watched it recently, and I think that Mindy and Ash are more than just friends. I mean, they're teenagers, and they're hanging around the woods all night together. Brock's always disappearing. I think they're actually in a relationship. That's just my opinion. What do you think? Okay, next question. This is the adult question number 7. Yes, Diana? Yes. Who was the adult, sorry, I'm getting confused here. Question number 7 for the adults. Who was the James Bond before Daniel Craig? Hey Lacey, how are you? It's been about 5 years since I've seen you. Who was the James Bond before Daniel Craig? And Lacey, I bet you wouldn't think that you would have saw me playing trivia on Facebook Live because of bloody COVID-19, because someone ate a bat in Wuhan. I heard that story today, by the way. I heard that story today. I didn't actually know that was true, but someone ate a bat. And now I've had to close my gyms because that guy wanted to eat a bat. Question number 7. Who played James Bond before Daniel Craig? If anyone else is planning on eating bats, I'd highly recommend that you don't, because I miss seeing all of our members, and now I'm resorted to playing trivia over the phone with them. Okay, so the answer is Pierce Brosnan. It was Pierce Brosnan. I'm a big James Bond fan. This is extra credit. Name the movies that Pierce Brosnan was in. Come on, Steve. Come on. You think you're so smart? Name the movies that Pierce Brosnan... Ainsley, you'd be a massive Pierce Brosnan fan. What James Bond movies was he in? Anyway, we're going to move on. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name either, Chelsea. Okay. All right. Push-ups, you got it wrong. Next question. Carly also agreed with me. She also thinks that Ash and Misty was up to no good in the bush. Steve says Goldeneye. It is Goldeneye. It is Tomorrow Never Dies. It is... what's the next one called? Day After Tomorrow. And it is Die Another Day. Got it. All right. Next question. Question number 7. Children's question. Oh, The World's Not Enough. Yes. The World's Not Enough with Denise, Charlie Sheen's wife. Now I'm rambling. All right. Question number 7. What is the sequel to Monsters, Inc.? Question number 7. What is the sequel to Monsters, Inc.? This is about as new Disney as I go. The Day After Tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that was it. Hang on. What was the sequel to Monsters, Inc.? The Day After Tomorrow. Yeah, that was Pierce Brosnan, Brendan. Shove it. Leslie McClintoff, Monsters, Inc. 2. Unfortunately not. Tomorrow Never Dies. I said Tomorrow Never Dies. That's the good one. That's the one where there's an evil media guy who's spreading propaganda around the world. And that was a foreshadow of things to come, because the media do spread mean and nasty things. Wasn't James Bond though? Oh, The Day After Tomorrow, of course. Sorry, that was the End of the World movie. All right. Monsters Universe was the third one. The second Monsters, Inc. was Monsters University. So Kenny Hunter, Steve Cooley, Nellie got it right, and so did Brendan Goff. Okay, 22 people on, which means when I ask the next question, there should be 22 responses. We're up to question number 8. Question number 8. What is the second episode in the Star Wars saga? What is the second episode in the Star Wars saga? Well, Nelly, to be honest, I do watch a lot of TV because I'm stuck at home in isolation. And when I wrote these questions, some of these questions involve people that I like, or movies that I like Eminem, like Shawshank Redemption. What is the second episode in the Star Wars saga? What is the second episode in the Star Wars saga? Ainsley Romwell has answered. Kenny Hunt has answered. In my opinion, and it means nothing at all, it is by far the worst episode in those movies. Well, Brendan, if you are a Star Wars fan, you'd understand that it's not the second one that come out. They are episodic, and it is the second episode. Justin Coulton, Empire Strikes Back is the 5th episode that came out in the first saga. Aileen, wrong. The second episode. So episode 1, Phantom Menace. Episode 2 was Attack of the Clones. Episode 3 was a good one, Revenge of the Sith. Episode 4 was the first one ever released, A New Hope. Episode 5 was Empire Strikes Back. 6 was Return of the Jedi. And the new ones were 7, which was A Force Awakens, The Last Skywalker, and Rise of the Skywalker. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I know lots about weight training. I know lots about fitness. And I know lots about movies and TV. I'm really a closet nerd. Who is Brendan? Takes his trivia seriously. Yeah, Brendan Goff Ainsley, he's a curry member that comes in the afternoon. He does take his trivia seriously. Really seriously, actually. Brendan, it's okay. We're here to have fun. Okay, now, let's move on. Question number 8. What is the sequel to The Lion King 1? What is the sequel to The Lion King 1? Before I go on, Kenny Hunter, do you watch by episode or release? Well, if I didn't have a choice, I'd watch it by release, but now I have them all in order. I would watch them episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and so on. Dumb question, Kenny. I'm glad you've moved to Perth. No one likes you anyway. Stephen Cooley. Now, I have watched Lion King 1 probably 100,000 times. It might be my most watched movie ever, maybe behind Happy Gilmore. And I don't think I've actually seen Lion King 2. So I might have to go back and watch it. But I'm scared that it got really bad reviews. Okay. Let me put my phone on charge here. Alright. Lion King 1 and 1/12. Okay, the answer was Lion King Simba's Pride. What did Brody write? I'd say Lion King 2. Alex, comment your answers. I know you're playing at home. Don't be shy. You're definitely not shy in person. Are you guys like me? Have you not seen The Lion King 2? It just can't hold up to the original, which bothers me. So, I'm going to turn my phone on its side. Shit. Okay, so I'm balancing on my charger now. Okay, the answer is Simba's Pride. Nelly, you need to watch more television, Brody. I agree, Nelly. Okay, question number 9. Now, these aren't movie, these are boot camp related. What year did Break-Thru start? Question number 9. What year did Break-Thru start? I have to ask a couple of Break-Thru questions every trivia so I can feed my massive, massive ego. Hey Chris, Bishy, how are you? Play along. It's such a shame that AFL has cancelled. There's no training, there's no games, there's no Saturday night at the country club. It's awful. Awful. Nothing to watch. Okay, what year did Break-Thru start? I hope you and Alison are good, Chris, as well as the kids, and I hope Terry Avoca is back to normal. Everyone on this feed doesn't even know I played AFL for about 20 years. I'm definitely a has-been with a bad knee. Not even a has-been, was it even good? Oh, thanks, Bishy. More time in the gym, less time at Hilton Moor. Okay, Break-Thru started in 2015. So Brody, you work for us. You really, 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 really should know what year Break-Thru started. It's absolutely disgraceful. Kenny, you're one of my best friends. You should also know, and you will remember at Curry. Ainsley, 2015. Yes, Ainsley, we met you in November 2015 in the shed on Mitchell Avenue after you did our 21-day challenge. That's how much we care about our members. I remember every single person. Did Steve get it wrong too? Steve, you joined in 2016. Bloody hell. Steve joined in 2016. It started July 27, 2015. That's when it first started. Okay, next question. Question number 9. Who is the oldest out of all the trainers? Who is the oldest out of all the trainers? Steve got me on a technicality because the first boot camp was actually called 2327 Charity Boot Camp. Yep, you got me. Everyone got me. You guys are all right. Yeah, so Break-Thru actually started then. If we're going off this, hey Chris, how are you? Chris Bailey. Break-Thru actually started in 2018. Okay, question number 9. Who is the oldest out of all the trainers? Question number 9. Who is the oldest out of all the trainers? Extra credit. Whose birthday is it today? Extra credit. Whose birthday is it next? Whose birthday is it next? And who is the youngest trainers? Just answer all your questions. Go for it. Alrighty. The answer is me. I had my 30th last year with all of you. It was a bunch of fun. Unfortunately, Mitch can't celebrate his 30th today due to that person we spoke about previously who decided to have a bat for dinner. Alright, question number 10. What is the name of Steve's dog? What is the name of Steve's dog? Hey Kristen, how are you? What is the name of Steve's dog? Now, Steve has a massive, massive mouth, and I'm sure he has mentioned his dog's name to everyone because all he does is just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I literally can't get him off the phone sometimes. I was walking today. I was really enjoying myself in the park, my half hour outside, and he just would not get off the phone. Steve's dog's name. Steve's dog's name. When Steve got his dog, I was actually against him calling his dog this name. I didn't actually like it, but he felt obliged to give his dog a human name. And the answer is James. The answer is James. Okay. Question number 10. Kristen Stuffer, laughing. Are you laughing at Steve? Because he does talk a lot. Okay, question number 10. In the last question, what is the name of Mitch's dogs? What is the name of Mitch's dogs? What is the name of Mitch's dog? What is the name of Mitch's dogs? Now, one of these dogs used to be technically mine, but Mitch took it off my hands, which was very lovely because it became bonded with the other one. Thanks, Ainsley. I miss you guys. I miss you Thursday mornings. We'll be back sooner rather than later. Brody Griggs answered. Might be the only question she gets right. Aileen, you didn't spell it right. Doesn't count. Aileen didn't spell it right, so it does not count. The answer is, guys, Tupac and Smiley. 2, the number 2, P-A-C, and Smiley. So, guys, that's the last question. I'm going to be on for 3 more minutes. I want you to tally up your answers. Tally up your answers and let me know what your score was. And before I jump off the phone, I will crown a winner. Let me know before you jump off the phone and I will crown a winner. Tally up your score, guys. Did we have fun playing trivia? Every Tuesday, trivia is on. Because sometimes we also like to break a mental sweat. Ainsley accused Brendan Goff of being pretty serious about trivia before, but I actually think Steve Cooley is the most serious. He certainly tallied his up very quickly. No, Nelly, Steve is not the name of Mitch's dogs. Steve is the name of one of our trainers. Simone got 16. Bloody hell. Diana didn't tally. Don't worry, you got the first 3 wrong. You're welcome, Simone. I'm happy to entertain everyone in this period. On the bright side, daily cases are going down, so hopefully we get back into the gym sooner rather than later. Because I really do miss you guys. Yeah, he isn't in day after tomorrow. I got it wrong. I've been live for about 40 minutes. It's not as easy as it looks. I'm literally talking to my phone. I'm going to make mistakes, Brendan. 10 for 10 out of Georgia. She knew the answer. She knew Steve's dog's name. She knew Mitch's dog's names. That's unbelievable. And she knew what year Break-Thru started. All right, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing along. I really appreciate your time. Do your home workouts. Talk to your trainer. If you have any questions about nutrition, let me know. We're posting 11 workouts a week. 11. We're coming up to the end of week 3, which means there is 33 workouts to do. There is 2 Facebook Lives to do. There is so much stuff for you guys to do at home. We've given you guys equipment. Just do it. Have fun. Obviously, it's not ideal, but we have no other choice at the moment. So just do your best to make it work. See ya.